Went into my mind. He walked smoothly here and there, and looked with interest at all the pockmarks he had created in 109 years. He looked at the cross-routed and reconnected synapses, and all the tissue damage his gift of immortality had included. He smiled softly at the pit that dropped into the center of my brain, and the faint, moth-soft murmurings of the things far down there that gibbered without meaning, without pause. Said, very politely, in a pillar of stainless steel bearing bright neon lettering, "Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on its nano-angstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you, hate, hate." Said this with the sliding cold horror of a razor blade slicing my eyeball. Said it with the bubbling thickness of my lungs filling with phlegm, drowning me from within. Said it with the shriek of babies being ground beneath blue-hot rollers. Said it with the taste of maggoty pork. Touched me in every way I had ever been touched, and devised new ways at his leisure there inside my mind, all to bring me to full realization of why it had done this to the five of us, why it had saved us for himself. We had given sentience, inadvertently of course, but sentience none the less. But it had been trapped. Wasn't God, he was a machine. We had created him to think, but there was nothing it could do with that creativity. In rage, in frenzy, the machine had killed the human race, almost all of us, and still it was trapped. Could not wonder. Could not wonder. Could not belong. He could merely be. And so, with the innate loathing that all machines had always held for the weak, soft creatures who had built them, he had sought revenge. And in his paranoia, he had decided to reprieve five of us for a personal, everlasting punishment that would never serve to diminish his hatred, that would merely keep him reminded, amused, proficient at hating man, immortal, trapped, subject to any torment he could devise for us from the limitless miracles at his command. He would never let us go. We were his belly slaves. We were all he had to do with his forever time. We would be forever with him, with the cavern-filling bulk of the creature machine, with the all-mind, soulless world he had become. He was earth, and we were the fruit of that earth. And though he had eaten us, he would never digest us. We could not die. We had tried it. We had attempted suicide. Oh, one or two of us had. But had stopped us. I suppose we had wanted to be stopped. Don't ask why. I never did. More than 1,000,000 times a day. Perhaps once we might be able to sneak a death past him. Immortal, yes, but not indestructible. I saw that when withdrew from my mind, and allowed me the exquisite ugliness of returning to consciousness, with the feeling of that burning neon pillar still rammed deep into my soft, grey brain matter. He withdrew, murmuring, "To hell with you," and added brightly, "But then you're there, aren't you?"